I'm Barbie the Welder, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to make a cat using silverware. So the first step is you are going to need 8 spoons to make this project. 2, you're going to mark them right on top here, and you're going to mark them for the ears. 1 of them you're going to mark for the head, right about halfway. 1 you're going to mark right up here, and that is going to be the body. And then the last 4 you are going to mark about halfway down the handles. These are going to be for the legs. You can make them a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. I cut mine just about halfway. So you're going to take your cutoff wheel and you're going to cut each of those spoons at those marks. Safety is sexy. Now that you have all your pieces cut, you are going to want to take an Air 90 or some kind of sanding disc, a small file, and clean all your pieces. The piece for the head, make sure it's smooth. I try to taper mine down so that both ends kind of look similar. And once you get those ground down, then you are going to take and bend your 4 legs. I put them in the vise and I bend each piece right here, bend them up at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to want to do the same thing with the body and take that and bend, this is the neck, you're going to bend the neck back up at a 90-degree angle also. So I don't heat it up. Usually you can use some muscles and get those back to where you want. Use enough just by hand. There you go. So, the body, and now the 4 legs. That's easier. I put them in the vise to bend them because sometimes if you just try to bend them by hand, they round off more than go at the sharper 90-degree angle, and it'll make the legs a little bit shorter. I use a vise to help keep them consistent. Alright. Now that we got all of our pieces back and shaped, we are ready to weld. It's about damn time. Alright. Welder on. Hang out here. For my first step, I weld the ears onto the head. So the head is our little shape, and I place it on the bench. Let's move this away so you can see. I can hang out back there, I guess. So I'll take the pieces and I'll put everything face down on the bench. See where it looks good. And hopefully I can hold it with my one hand and weld it with the others. Sometime I need to put something to weigh down the spoon to hold on to it. I'll use my welders, I'll use a hammer, whatever ends up working to hold it down. I think this one I can get without it moving too much. All you need to weld these pieces on is one small tack, either side of the ear. You're going to do that on both ears. Straighten back out here. I push the ear back on the head just a little bit so that the two corners touch so that you can't see any gaps. Now you have the head, and you can actually, next up we'll need to take your body piece, can you see that? And laying the head back flat down where you had it, place the neck onto the back of the head, and doing your best to hold it, you are going to weld the neck onto the head. I just use a couple of very small tack welds, and got that welded. Your tail, I didn't mention it earlier, but your tail, you can use one of the cut off pieces of the spoons. I had another handle I had laying around. I think this one's kind of cool looking. I wanted to use that. Let me see the design on that. The spoon is artwork for it, even mess with it. So I set that one aside from another project I had, and I'm going to use that for the tail. So my next step will be to take that piece and weld it on. I use, take the design that's on the spoon, on the handle, and I'm going to face that forward so that when you're looking at the cat, face forward, that you can see that design on that handle. I think it's nice that way. It's just like a kind of an added bonus to seeing it. They take and tack weld that tail onto the back side of that spoon, of the body. So you've got it just like this. See how you can see the design on that handle? Alright, so now your next step is going to be the feet. Nice and easy. What I try to do is, when I cut those pieces, I didn't really measure them. I laid the spoons up next to each other and just drew a line across all four of the handles. So when I get to this part, I try to just take the two pieces that are closest. These two look good. I'll take the two shorter ones and start out and make those the front feet. And this way that it will, I'm going to look up at you. So I put my thumb on the one part of the spoon. I hold the body between my hands. If this doesn't work for you, get a shop prop. Shop prop is anything that you could find that's the right height. I've used tape measures, I've used a hammer, piece of scrap steel I've got laying around the shop, like a 2x2 square tube. But whatever works for you, I've gotten to be able to do this. It's just practice. Now watch, I say that shit and I won't be able to do it. But just weld towards the front. Go ahead and a couple of tacks will hold this on, and then I will flip it upside down and I'll do a couple of tacks on the back. Alright, for the other side, you're just going to want to twist it into the opposite direction and give that a couple of tack welds. Once you get done, you might need to adjust the feet a little bit. Just twist them out to where they all are sitting flat. So it's all set and welded. Your next step is going to be to take your wire brush. You're going to brush all of your welds, clean them up. You can take and use a clear coat to finish it. The silverware is stainless steel. I'm just using steel wire. This is art, nothing fancy. I mean, it's a nice decoration, but the clear coat will take it and keep it from rusting. And if there's any weld spatter, you're going to want to take and chip that off with a hammer and chisel. If you guys like the video, do me a favor, man. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Check it out. I'm going to have new videos all the time of different how-to weld projects, so that if there's anything you guys are interested in seeing, put a comment down below and let me know what I can make to teach you guys how to make this stuff. If you guys like what I'm doing here, please check me out on Facebook and Instagram, Barbie The Welder, and check out my Pinterest. I've always got new stuff coming up. Different stuff for welding and just great art stuff that I find all over the place I absolutely love. Really appreciate you guys coming by today and checking out my project. Thank you so very much.